You read the title right. Today we'll be diving into Laboratory Island with zero knowledge on what's possibly in these stages, which is actually a huge mistake. So let's get started. Our first stage is Flash Kill, and we brought a general team. However, that was a mistake. So I quickly booted out and quickly swapped to my anti-alien team. Attempt number 2 should go better, right? Well, it does have to start with hammering the aliens to the ground. However, there's one particular enemy from the stage that screws me over. As my cat summons the boss, that particular enemy appears. And no, it's not that chameleon that's somehow rainbow, but it would be funny if that exists in real life. However, it's the Star Alien 2 kid. Since I brought nothing to block the shockwaves, I was pretty much screwed. The only positive is that my Uber still resisted, but if my Meep Shows all dies, then my Ubers will die afterward. And after a badly typed awakened Bahamut, we were pretty much screwed over. So we needed Octopus Cat, a unit that acts like a shield for shockwaves. Joining in our third attempt, Octopus Cat came in clutch and allowed us to decimate the base, taking us around 7 minutes to clear. So because of there being 6 stages, this will take us 42 minutes in total, meaning that we got 35 minutes of stages to go. However, I was determined to be there earlier, and my redemption came in Anatomy Forest. I did not know what to expect, but I was thankful I left Octopus Cat. With the pigeons handled with, this stage had a ton of breathing room, which gave me enough time to send my Ubers one by one, allowing us to beat the stage in our first try. Wow, that was way less than 2 minutes. The next stage can't be harder, right? Well yeah, screw everything I just said. The next stage is my living nightmare. We first traded off for units like good civilized civilians, then suddenly... Okay, yeah, now we need to play sturdy. The elephant rushed so quickly that I was struggling to send out cats. Thankfully, my cat slowly chipped away the elephant, and we eventually got a ton of cash. And soon enough, we had Ubers pushing to the enemy base. But we ran into an issue. So you know that enemy Ultra Baba, the one that's really easy to counter with Kitty of Liberty? Well, my brain went autopilot mode and I eventually realized that I stopped studying it at some point. Uh-oh. Before I could react, it was all over. With that lesson learned, I just need to retry, right? Well, you keen viewers may have noticed that there's no enemies with Shockwave, meaning there's no reason to keep Octopus Cat on our team. So introducing a budget-friendly Sniper Cat that doesn't require you to spend an actual Sniper Cat item. Anyways, it should help us with stalling the enemies. So we went diving into our second attempt, and I felt like doing something risky. So I tried stalling the enemies and sent out Casley as the one set to bear to my base. Thankfully she's power crept, so it got us enough for phono. Alongside that, the Kitty Liberties were churning out the base. And no, this is not cat abuse, it's very legal. Which led us to victory and unlocked our next location, Swamp of Ignorance. And yes, this stage felt like it ignored my feeling, because in the first millisecond, this guy appeared. So, do you remember how I removed Octopus Cat? Yeah, we're screwed without him. And as I lost hope, this koala decided to appear. And yeah, this situation got worse. As if the situation wasn't as bad enough, I had to evacuate the swamp immediately. Okay, back to the drawing board. This stage seemingly is themed around blacks and reds. So screw our whole anti-alien team, we need new cats to join our army. Introducing Borrow Cat. He seemingly have a concerning supply of bombs, but that doesn't matter, he'll freeze the blacks. Allowing Pizza Cat to deal massive damage. We also got Octopus Cat and possibly iCat? I was a little iffy about him joining our team, since our team's already expensive enough, and with the red koala, I was confident that we could kill it without iCat. So I decided to not bring iCat. Spoiler alert, it goes all wrong. Anyways, was our team ready? We ventured forth, and hey, it's actually working. Oh, never mind, that koala is going berserk. So, yeah, iCat, you actually succeeded at your job interview, and, you're hired. Oh, you're fired, by the way. So now with iCat replacing Phono, it allowed us to stall the crowd of enemies, which made it really easy to kill them. Wow, that was much more easier. So with that, we beat 4 stages in 26 minutes, which is pretty good timing. But hey, why does the raw footage says there's 21 minutes left? Oh no! Welcome to Microscopic Bridge. Guys, where's the bridge? Or are we inside one? Well, right away we saw a zombie doge, and we quickly backed up quicker than the incoming Sonic collab, leading us to hire the zombie exorcist team, including Radioactive Cat, because tools from the hardware store are the best way to counter zombies in a zombie apocalypse. Additionally, Housewife Cat joins to flatten the zombies, and Ectoway Cat to knock back enemies. We also have Awakened Bahamut and Qigong Cats. So this should work, right? Well, thankfully this stage does allow us to stall at the start, allowing us to create a huge stack of cats. The issue is, however, the bosses on the stage. Now the zombie cyclists aren't the issue, but the angels are, especially that tall looking dog. And quickly they shredded my cats, leaving me to improvise to combining forces with the angel exorcist team, basically replacing Ectoway Cat and Bahamut with Cafeteria Cat and Phono. With that, I was prepared to decimate the angel dog out of existence, and with our new counters, he stands no chance of retaliation. And after 36 minutes and 29 seconds, we finally reached the final stage, Burning Blue. With that name, you would expect red and alien enemies, but uh-oh, a relic doge? Emergency exit time? Well, we need to completely change our cats. Introducing Rodeo Cat, Courier Cat, Manic Mohawk Cat, Slapstick Cats, and Ramen Cat. No explanation needed. We need to beat this before 42 minutes. Alright. Now we're finally maybe we can make some changes. So we need 2 metal counters to join our army, being Catasaurus and Soba Cat, which allowed us to counter the male rhino at the start. However, after defeating the rhino, a kangaroo spawned. Why is this so significant? Well, this guy is kinda tanky, but not that strong, so we can stall it out with Manic Eraser Cats and gain cash to stack a ton of units. So as time passed, I slowly became prepared and felt confident to attack. However, that confidence disappeared among the sea of butterflies. Hello. Alright, start with the HSR reference. Anyways, this was a crisis because the koala was our main issue, leading to evacuation and an emergency backup with Octopus Cat joining our team. And with the help of Octopus Cat, things was smooth sailing on our 3rd attempt. So, in the end, it took us 50 minutes and 8 seconds. So maybe this was a bad idea. Well, if you enjoyed, check out this video, and don't forget to subscribe.